Are you tired of juggling messy Excel sheets for your budget? Let me show you a tool that makes managing your money effortless. A free tool for one account, up to 1 month of forecasting. I'm DJ Stig, mostly known on this channel for AI music and my ARC servers, but I'm also a programmer with over 29 years of experience. I started around 11, 12 years old, somewhere around there. I started programming, tinkering with code. So I made this budget app mainly for myself, but I thought you guys might like it too, so I thought I'd share it with you guys. So this free version has a limitation of only being able to create one account and forecasting that account, making a prediction of your balance for up to 1 month. But if you're ready to invest a little bit, and if you really like this app, then you can pay a little bit, and you have the option to get up to 5 years and as many accounts as you need. I think 25 accounts should be enough. So what I'm showing you is the application. It right now is on a desktop, but it should work pretty well on a mobile. On a desktop, if you hold control and you zoom in, you can make the text bigger or smaller. I'm just going to leave it a little bit boosted up here so it's nice and clear for the video. So on this page you see the perks. Quickly, like I just said, free accounts gets 1 month and one account, and a premium account gets 25 accounts up to 5 years. $5 a month if you go for the monthly plan, or $45 for a year. So the first step to use this application, you register an account. So you go through this process here. There's terms and conditions. You can click on the link here to see the terms and conditions in full size, so it's nice and clear for you. Pretty straightforward. I don't collect much information for your account. It's just in case you lose your account, I can have a few things to help you restore your account. So your name, your gender, and your password and email. So usually I'll validate you through your email. If anything, there'll be a form which isn't available just quite yet, so if you do forget your password, there'll be a forgotten password, just kind of like any web page where you get an email, you go through the email process and you'll be able to change your password. But for the moment, there's none of that, so don't lose your password until that's available, but it should be available pretty soon. So create your account. Once your account's created, you'll see a green prompt that says your account was created. I'm not going to do that because I already got some accounts created. So once your account is created, go to the login page and then log in. So I'm going to do that. Login successful. So once you're logged in, you see the same home page, but you get this new button that's manage your accounts. You see it on the left here, and you see it at the top, manage accounts, and you also have access to your profile and logging out. So let's just go to the manage accounts, and I'm going to go straight into it and show you how this app works. So first thing we want to do is create an account. So like I said, a free account can only create one account that's going to be tracked. So let's create like your checkings account. And how this works is this app will predict your balance, will forecast your balance based on the balance declaration date. So it doesn't use today as your prediction. So if you put in here, let's just say the 1st of March, the prediction will be based, the first day in the prediction will be the 1st of March. It doesn't go off of what today is, but let's just go with today. So today is the 2nd of February, and let's just say this fictional account has $1,000 in it. So we're going to put a positive balance of $1,000. If your account is negative, let's say you're at a negative 1,000, you could also put a negative here, that'll work, but let's just go with a positive amount for this example. You got a notes. Notes doesn't really do anything to the programming, it's just notes for yourself, so you could put whatever you want in there. So let's create it. So here we go, we got an account, it's created, has a balance of $1,000 as of the 2nd of February. So if I click on prediction, not much is going to be in here. So just to quickly go over, you're going to see when this prediction starts, what's the starting balance, it's going to predict up to what date. So we're predicting 30 days, so the free account gives you 30 days of prediction. What's going to be your lowest balance during this prediction period? So we didn't program anything yet, so the system says you're going to have $1,000 in 30 days. What's your lowest balance? What's the highest amount predicted, and then what date that the highest amount is going to be. So if we look, we got basically a calendar that gives you the balance of every day here. So that's step one. So we have an account created. Now let's program some stuff in this account. So once we're on the account page, you have a button here, Manage Accounts. So click here. And the first basic thing that most people are going to want to set up is their paycheck. So let's just do a fictional paycheck. So the first thing here gives you the possibility of enabling or disabling elements. So let's say you have a lot of elements, a lot of actions programmed in your account. You could disable them for testing purposes or enable them. So we want them enabled for these. So this is going to be a paycheck. And we want to say, when's your next pay? When is it going to happen? So in this example, the next pay is going to be on the 7th of February. And hopefully, you don't finish working. You don't have an end date to your work. So we're not going to put an end date. The end date is optional. And let's say you're paid every 2 weeks. So we're going to put weekly, and we're going to put 2 weeks. If you're paid once a week, you could put one here. But in this case, we're going to go with 2 weeks. And we're going to go with the amount that you're being paid, a flat $1,500. Let's just say. So it's a positive pay. So we put a positive amount in here. Hit save. And then automatically on your account list or account action list, you're going to see deposits. You get your pay every 2 weeks. The next one's on the 7th. So we can click on the prediction button here. And now what's going to happen is your start balance date is 1,000, but we have a paycheck that comes in. So on this date, your balance gets affected by that paycheck, and then we can see how much your account is the following days until the end of. So you get another paycheck. So now we're at 4,000, and then the end of the period, we're at $4,000. So this is so far very simple. There's only one action programmed. Let's add some expenses now. So let's go back to the account actions, and this time we're going to create. Let's just say your phone bill. So let's enable it. We're going to call this phone bill. Your phone bill is going to be on the 1st of March. We don't have an end date. You're going to keep your phone as long as you want, as long as you need it. So we're not going to put that. It's going to be a monthly. So once a month. You don't pay every week for your phone. It's usually a monthly thing. So frequency amount 1. And this time it's a negative. We're subtracting money from your account. So we got to put a negative and then 50, for example. So your phone bill, let's just say it's $50. You could put in the notes like whatever company you're with or whatever you want. You can add some comments. So as you can see automatically in your withdrawal, you got a phone bill minus 50. If we go to the prediction, we scroll down, so nothing happening, and here we got a negative on the 1st of March. Your phone bill is deducted. So it's pretty basic, pretty straightforward. Let's go and create some more actions. So account action. Let's make an internet bill. So I'm just copy pasting some notes I got on the other screen here. So we're going to enable it. The internet bill is on the 28th of the month. So 28th. Don't have an end date. It's also monthly, and it's going to be $90. So negative $90. Oh, and I didn't put it at the right place. We put it down here, monthly frequency, and we hit save. So we got an internet bill, phone bill. They're in the withdrawal expenses section. Let's add Netflix now. So let's go create action. Put a Netflix entry. We're going to enable it. We're going to say that Netflix is on the 10th of the month. Once again, we're going to put monthly frequency is going to be 1, and it's going to be $15, so negative 15. And let's say Netflix, you only want it for a year, so we can say that next year it's automatically going to stop. So after this 10th of February to 2026, it's not going to predict Netflix anymore. In the scenario that you only have a free account and you have 30 days, this won't make much of a difference because you're not predicting past 30 days. But if you do have a paid account, you can predict up to 5 years, and this will actually make a difference on the second, third, fourth year. So save it. We got a Netflix, we got a phone bill, we got an internet bill. So let's look at the prediction. So as you can see, we have a starting balance. The lowest balance is the starting balance, so it means we got a positive budget. Your budget doesn't go in the negative, so it'll only go up from that point on. So your highest balance will be this amount here, 3,985, and that amount will be achieved on the 21st of February. So let's go down. We see you got Netflix. That happens on the 10th. We see that your balance gets reduced to $15 from this point on. Then we get another paycheck, so the balance goes up. Then you get your internet bill, you get your phone bill, and that's basically straightforward. So now let's do something a little bit more. Let's predict a high expense. So you want to buy yourself a car and you want to see if this works in your budget. So let's go to the account actions. And now we're going to make a one-time transaction for a big expense. So let's enable it. And we're going to call it buying a car. And this is going to be we're going to put it on frequency yearly and once. We only want it once. And we're going to give an expiration date of usually I put like, for example, we're buying the car on the 11th of February. This only happens once, so it expires. This transaction will stop generating more actions in your account the next day. So this is how you do it. You make it yearly. And this car is a cheap car, $6,000. Let's say it's a used car. And let's save. So now we have buying a car. It's going to be charged on the 11th, and the next day it expires, $6,000. Let's go see what happens in the account. So as you can see, now we have a negative number here in red. So the lowest balance predicted will be negative 3,500, and that's going to happen, the lowest balance date, on the 11th, so the day we buy the car. So let's see what happens here. So as you can see, your budget doesn't work here. So buying a car on this date does not work. You can't do that. You won't be able to make your payments, and as you see, until the end of the month, even when you get a pay, you don't even recover from that expense. So unless you have an account that you can go negative 5,000, you can't really do this. So let's change this. Instead of buying a car, so you're like, okay, well, I can't buy a car, but I need a computer. So let's change this transaction. We could just rename it. Say instead of buying a car, it's buying a new computer. We're going to say it's the same date, but instead of 6,000, it's 2,500. Let's save it. Save and close. And now you see in your expenses, it's a computer here. So now let's go see the prediction. We're still negative $15. Huh. So let's go see what happens. So you got your Netflix. So you see your 2,500. If your Netflix hadn't gone through, you would have been at $0. So we know that this doesn't work unless your account, you have a draft and you can go, minus $100, $200. Some people have that on their account, so maybe that can still work for them. But if your account can't go under the negative, well, this might not work. So as you can see, then you get your paycheck and then you're back in a positive, and you're back to a positive amount, and you just keep going on from there. So know that if you want to buy a computer, it might need to be a little bit less than that, or you might have to cut your Netflix for that month. Or so as you can see, you can make some predictions. I kept this simple, so you can add a lot more transactions. Your insurance, you can add your gas bill, you can add you name it. You have subscriptions for Prime. You just add all your expenses here. If you have more than one paycheck, you can add multiple paychecks. If you have a one-time paycheck, like you're doing some kind of contract and you're only getting one time a certain payment, then you kind of want to do it like the computer. You have a start date, you put an end date, and your amount in your transaction is a positive amount. So we could do a quick example of that. Let's say I sold my computer and we sold it, let's just say on the 20th of the month, so 02/20. It's going to be a one-time transaction, so on the 21st it expires. I like doing yearly when it's a one-time, but you could do monthly, weekly, as long as you don't do daily, because if you do daily, then it'll do the transaction on both days, so that won't work. But if you use any of the other options, it'll be fine. So sold my computer. So this is a positive. Let's say we sold the computer for $800, and we save it. So if we go into the deposits, well, now we have a positive of 800. If we go into predictions, um, right here we sold the computer. So your balance was negative 15, but then you sold a computer, so you end up with a positive balance, and you get your paycheck. So as you see, that's basically how this app works. It's not any more complicated than that. Um, so just to show you how you upgrade your plan, so you go to the profile page, and at the bottom of the profile page, you have upgrade your profile subscription. As of right now, this doesn't work, but within a week, maybe 2 weeks, maybe by the time you look at this video, this will work. But if you're looking at this the day the video comes out, this doesn't quite work yet. But this is where you would upgrade your subscription to unlock the limitations. So if you want to have more than one account and be able to predict more than 30 days, you take one of these three options. If you just want to try it for 1 month, you pay $5. If you really like it and you're sure, you can go for a year. And if you want to use this for the rest of your life, well, it's $400. If you were to pay the yearly subscription for 100 years, it would be $4,500. So this is quite a deal. It's a server. The server generates the predictions. You have access to it wherever you are, your phone, you're at work, you're at home. It's mobile ready, so it works on your phone. So I think it's a fair price. I might change these prices in time, and if this gets a lot of traction, this app is popular, well then I'll do some improvements and I might adjust the price. There'll be more features, there'll be more security. So yeah, pretty much that's it for the application. What I would suggest is sub to the YouTube channel here and join my Discord. If you check out the description, there's the links to find this app, find my Discord. So if you have any feedback, you want specific things that you'd like to see this app be able to do, you can join the Discord and let me know. You can also write it in the comments here in YouTube. And otherwise, I might put out some more videos to showcase new features or announce updates on this little app I got here. Otherwise, if you want to support me and you don't want to pay, well, you got the free plan that you can use as much as you want. You just have that 30-day limitation in the one account. And if you want to support me in a different way, you just listen to some of my music on YouTube. So I got a lot of AI music. I'm trying to build this YouTube out, and if you check out my songs, set some likes, get some comments, that's another way to support me. And so thanks for listening, and stay tuned for